Part 1. Welcome to this video where we'll explore effective strategies for English sentence formation and complexity. If you're like most language learners, you've probably encountered a time when your sentences felt either too simple or too complicated. The challenge lies in mastering sentence structure in a way that allows you to express yourself with both clarity and depth. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a conversation, unsure of how to form a more sophisticated sentence? Or perhaps you've written something that sounds choppy or disconnected, even though you know the vocabulary. These struggles are common for anyone working to improve their English skills. But here's the good news. Sentence formation is a skill that can be honed with practice and the right strategies. In today's session, we'll unlock techniques that will help you build sentences that are not only grammatically correct, but also rich in meaning and fluency. We'll cover how to create simple, compound, and complex sentences, and how to balance them for dynamic and impactful expression. If you've ever felt unsure about how to make your sentences flow more naturally, or if you've wanted to step up your writing or speaking abilities, this video will offer valuable tools to get you there. Part 2. Let's first break down the core components of English sentence formation. At its most basic, an English sentence consists of a subject, a verb, and an object. Simple sentences, like "she reads books," follow this straightforward structure. However, as your proficiency grows, the goal is to move beyond the basic subject-verb-object formula and introduce complexity. The first step to mastering sentence complexity is understanding how to build upon the basic structure. By adding more elements, such as adjectives, adverbs, conjunctions, and prepositional phrases, you can start creating sentences that are more detailed and interesting. For example, "she reads books" can become "she reads books in the cozy corner of the library every afternoon." Notice how additional details enrich the sentence and make it more engaging. To take it further, you can introduce compound and complex sentences. Compound sentences join two independent clauses with conjunctions like and, but, or. For example, "she reads books and she enjoys writing." Meanwhile, complex sentences introduce dependent clauses that rely on independent clauses to make sense. An example might be, "she reads books because she loves learning." By expanding the basic sentence structure and practicing these building blocks, you'll learn how to craft sentences that are more fluent, sophisticated, and reflective of your growing language skills. Part 3. Now, let's dive into key strategies for improving sentence complexity. To enhance your sentence structures, start by mastering the art of combining clauses effectively. There are several ways to join ideas and create variety in your sentence structures. Here are a few techniques. Using coordinating conjunctions. As we discussed earlier, coordinating conjunctions like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so help join independent clauses. By varying your use of these, you can create compound sentences that flow smoothly. For example, "I studied hard for the test, but I still felt nervous." Using subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions like although, because, if, and since allow you to introduce dependent clauses that add complexity to your sentences. For example, "although she was tired, she finished her project on time." These sentences provide additional information and create a more nuanced meaning. Relative clauses. A relative clause is a type of dependent clause that gives more information about a noun. It's introduced by words like who, which, or that. For example, "the book that she lent me was fascinating." This technique allows you to add detail and context without making the sentence feel too long or clunky. The key to sentence complexity is balance. While it's important to create detailed sentences, it's equally crucial to maintain clarity. Overloading a sentence with too many clauses or ideas can result in confusion. Practice mixing different types of sentences to create a natural rhythm in your writing and speaking. Part 4. Let's bring it all together by connecting sentence complexity to real-life communication. In both writing and speaking, sentence complexity plays a pivotal role in how you convey ideas, arguments, and emotions. The more proficient you become in crafting well-structured, detailed sentences, the better you will be at expressing yourself with precision and clarity. For example, imagine you're in a professional meeting and you need to present a report. You could say, "The project was completed," but a more complex sentence would provide greater depth. "The project was completed ahead of schedule, despite the challenges we faced." This not only makes your communication more informative, but also demonstrates your command of the language. Similarly, when having a conversation with someone, using complex sentences can elevate the quality of your interactions. Whether you're sharing a personal experience or discussing a topic in depth, the ability to form sentences that vary in structure and complexity makes you sound more fluent and confident. By practicing these strategies in real-life situations, you'll start to use them instinctively. The more you challenge yourself to form complex sentences while speaking or writing, the more naturally they will flow. Part 5. As we conclude, remember this: mastering English sentence formation and complexity isn't about overwhelming yourself with long or difficult sentences. It's about learning to balance simplicity and complexity, knowing when to use straightforward sentences and when to elevate your language to convey more sophisticated thoughts. By applying the strategies we discussed today, mastering the basic structure, experimenting with compound and complex sentences, and practicing in real-world contexts, you'll gain the confidence to express yourself with precision and clarity. Whether in writing or speaking, the ability to craft well-formed, varied sentences will set you apart and help you become a more effective communicator. So, start applying these techniques today. Practice with short exercises, use sentence complexity in your daily conversations, and watch your command of English grow stronger. The more you practice, the more fluid and confident your English will become. Keep challenging yourself, and the results will follow.